As you can see in the title, yes, I rehomed my Rosella Passion. Now before you click off this video or unsubscribe from me because you think I'm mean for rehoming one of my birds, let me explain. First, I want to introduce you to Kingsley, my King's Parrot. He just wanted to be in the video with me. He likes to keep me company. And so I want to tell you the reasons why I had to find another home for my Rosella Passion. One of them, and the top reason, was because he made this high-pitched fire alarm sound. He mimicked the fire alarm. One day we had smoke and the fire alarm went off. Anyways, Rosellas are really good at whistling, and they do high-pitched whistling. So he would do this whistling. It didn't bother me or my family, but it bothered my dogs. I have 3 standard poodles, and they're terrified when the alarm goes off. They shake, they pant, and they drool, they hide. Sometimes they vomit, and they have diarrhea. As it's stress, it stresses them out, so they get sick. Now, Passion did this like 100 times a day, over and over and over. And it was stressing out my other birds, especially Marbles, my mustache parakeet. Whenever Passion did that, Marbles would scream, scream, scream. And I can, see stress in them. They're moving around. Unless they enjoyed it, I don't know, but to me it looked like stress. But just stressing out my dogs alone, that wasn't a good thing. I didn't want my dogs to live like that every day. And, they would hide. They would go in my bedroom and hide all the time. They'd never come out. They'd come out after they got over the first scream, and then he would do it again, and then they'd just shake and scared and run away again. So just that alone would be a #1 reason, but there were other reasons as well. If you ever look up Rosellas online, you'll see that they're considered an aviary bird, which is true. Now, if you don't know what an aviary bird is, they're basically a bird that doesn't like human interaction very much. They're an aviary bird, or they need a lot of space. They need to fly. These birds shouldn't be, they're clipped. You shouldn't clip their flight feathers. I could have did that and kept it, but that's very cruel in my mind, especially Rosella. But anyways, I couldn't get him in the cage. He stopped stepping up. He didn't really want human interaction. He would sometimes follow me around, but he started getting very, very, very aggressive. And he started to attack my husband. He would go for the face. He went for the eyes. He would fly at him with his claws, right for the eye, and his beak, and bite him, the lip, the eyes, the nose. Then he started attacking me as well. Kingsley didn't like Passion, I think, because he was very quick and everything. So Passion knew that. He would dive bomb Kingsley when he flew and knock him out of the air, and was stressing him out so bad. I couldn't let out my Senegal. I couldn't let out my mustache parakeet when Passion was out, which is mostly all day because I couldn't get him in the cage. He did like Malibu, my superb parrot, who they got along fine, so I can let her out together. They were fine together. He did get along with Kingsley in the beginning, but I don't know what happened. Kingsley just decided he didn't like him anymore. So Passion knew that, and he started to bully Kingsley. So because I couldn't get him in the cage, it was very difficult to live with a bird that was constantly out flying around my house that wouldn't step up. I couldn't, catch him at a short moment and put him in the cage if I needed to go out or needed him in the cage for any reason. And Rosellas are very, very quick flyers. He would just whip around my house so quickly. I have 3 doors that he could potentially get out. He almost got out a few times. I mean, he just knew when the door was going to be open. He would just fly. And there was certain times where we had to slam the door. He was going to fly out the door. And he couldn't live outside. I live in Canada, Ontario, Canada. We have wicked winters. He wouldn't live the winter. Fine if he would live in the summer, but he wouldn't know where to get food unless he found some bird feeders. And there's a lot of predators, a lot of hawks. He's very colorful. I'm sure he would have got taken away from some hawks. I was terrified of that. And I couldn't put him in my bird room because I didn't trust him with my small birds. And I have a sliding glass door that I let my dogs in and out of. He would for sure have went out of there. He would have gotten away. I do have an outdoor aviary, but getting him in and out of there was really difficult for me. I'd get him in. I'd go in with them. I only had 1 door, not the 2-door system. I couldn't get out of the aviary because he would fly at me. And when I brought him in his travel cage to put him in the aviary, he would attack me and lunge at me, just attack me. So I had to hide my face and hide the other way. and eventually wait for him to look the other way and have to sneak out. But he's so quick that I was so terrified that he would get away, he would get loose. So, with his terrorizing my dogs, stressing me out, almost getting away, he started going vicious, especially attacking my husband, which isn't fair. He started to attack me. He found his terror toys in my house. He would land on my fan. I tried to put things up there to avoid him from stopping up there, but it didn't work. He would sit on top of my fan, on top of my dining room hutch. And then he found a place on my dining room chair and on top of the fridge. Those were his areas. So if you came near there, look out. I mean, I had to go into my fridge. I had to go into my dining room. I had to walk past those areas. And his friend was Malibu, my super parrot. If I went near Malibu, he would attack. And it was actually like living with a wild, like a vicious animal in my house. Worried where you're gonna walk, what are you gonna do? Is he gonna attack? It got to the point where I couldn't put anything in my hand. I couldn't hold my phone. I couldn't hold my glasses. I couldn't use a fork and knife to eat. I couldn't hold anything in my hand. And I think I know why. Because I tried to lure him in his cage with a piece of spray millet. And they're long. And he likes spray millet. So I would lure him in and he would go in his cage and I would shut the door. And I guess he knew this trick. And so whenever I held anything in my hand, I think he thinks it was millet, he would attack it. And then I tried to use a perch to get him to step up, and he didn't like that. So he would attack anything in my hand. If I lived alone, it would be another story, but I don't live alone. So I'm constantly, asking my husband and son about the door. And if someone knocks on the door, we had, a lot of deliveries because it's a pandemic. We have deliveries, door opening, closing, couldn't get away. And with the attack, and especially attacking my husband, that's not very nice. I couldn't expect my husband to deal with that. And if he got him in the eye one day, what am I going to do? What if he loses his eye or goes blind? That's not a good thing. And Kingsley as well. He's sleeping. He's so cute. He likes the ring light. He likes the light. He thinks he's sunning and sleeping. So he was dive bombing him, and it was not the ideal situation. I was highly stressed, anxiety, and he needed a good life. He couldn't go in the cages. He didn't want to be in a cage. And Rosella's needed a huge aviary. I mean, I had a huge flight cage, but it wasn't good enough for him. He just wouldn't go in it. He just wanted to be free. So I thought, okay, he wants to be free. I need to find him a place where he can be free with no cages, with a lot of room. So anyways, I do what's best for my birds, and I don't do it for myself to be selfish, and I don't want to do it for my viewers just to show I have a Rosella, right? I need to do what's best for my animals. So there's nothing wrong with rehoming your pets. I see a lot of bashing on social media when someone's trying to look for a home for their bird or their pet. I really don't know why people give these people negative comments. They thinking, oh, your pet's for life and all that. It's not really. If the pet doesn't work out for you and you have issues similar to mine or other issues, some people lose their job, or they have a lot of different circumstances. They can't be home, they can't care for it. The best thing is to rehome it to where your pet will be happy. Okay, your pet's going to be happier. Where it's going to go. Why would you keep your pet to suffer and make yourself suffer, right? So rehoming pets is not a bad thing, okay? It's a good thing. It's a positive thing. So the thing is, if you have to rehome your pet, you got to find a better life for it, not to lessen its life or make it worse. You got to find a better situation, and you got to do your research as to where it's going. So anyways, I found the perfect home for Passion, and you know what? I want to live there. It's the best place ever. It's my favorite place in the world that I've ever seen. Anyway, I haven't been all over the world, but I love this place so much. And the birds are so happy. And they have I don't know how many square feet, 100,000 square feet. I don't know. It's like a huge old warehouse where all the birds are free to fly all over. And guess what? They have 3 other Rosellas. Yes, they have 3. They have trees and plants and waterfalls. It's a big, huge walk-in aviary. So I'm going to show you where he's going. Right now, he's in quarantine because they quarantine their birds and they do all the testing for these birds. I donated him. I didn't get any money. So I hope you don't hate me, and I hope you don't give me nasty comments. I did what's best for him because I love him. I love him so much, and I'm going to cry. Sorry. Anyway, I can go visit him hopefully within a month. I'm not sure because it's the pandemic and they're closed. I happened to go there when they were open. He's been gone for a while. You know, I make my videos, but they're made, you know, afterwards. And he's been there for a while, so I'm hoping, when I go see him, I'm going to make another video and you're going to see how happy he is. So, I'm sorry. Anyways, let me show you where he's going. Passion, guess what? You're going to your new home. And you're going to love it there so much. You have so much freedom. And guess what? There's 3 other Rosellas there. And there's a female there waiting for you. Yeah. You can fly all day. No more cages. No. And you got tons and tons and tons of room. You can have a good time, right? Yes, I'm going to come back and visit you. Yes, I am. So we're going to go on our way now. Take a couple hours to get there. Once he's out of quarantine, he will be living his best life. Right, Passion? Then I'll come and visit you and see how much fun you're having. I wish I can live there, actually. It's a beautiful place. I could just stay there all day. All right, Passion. Got to get you into a carrier, okay? And this is where Passion will be living. Oh my goodness. Look at this place. He's going to be living here. This whole area will be his. Well, sharing it with other birds too, but look at this. How can you go wrong? I would want to live here so if I was a bird. So I'm going to take you around and show you this place. It's so beautiful. There's 3 other Rosellas. Look at this. We're going to walk under this. That he can mingle with. And lots of birds. All the way down there. There's water and birds and all kinds of room for him. Look at this. And the main feature, look at this. He loves taking baths. Oh, there's a Rosella. Look right there. So here's one Rosella. Gotta find 2 more. Look at this place. Oh look, there's birds on top of that roof. Here's where all the lorikeets are. And look how high these ceilings are. He'll have all this place to fly and soar and play. I'm so happy for him. I just found the second Rosella. He's up there. Oh, Passion's gonna love it here. Look at all the plants they can crawl on. Lots of things to do here. This is the world's largest free-flying indoor aviary. It's located in Niagara Falls, Canada. It's called the Bird Kingdom, and this is where Passion will be spending the rest of his life, in this huge indoor free-flying aviary. And this is the ceiling. It's all glass where all the natural lighting comes in. He's going to have a great time here. And these are some doves that live here at the Bird Kingdom. There are approximately 350 species of birds that live at the Bird Kingdom. It's approximately 45,000 square feet. They have blue and gold macaws, an egret, blue crowned pigeon. This bird is huge. This is a great Argus pheasant. Look at the size of this one. This one was beautiful. I wonder what Passion will think about this bird. This is a boat-billed heron. Look at the beak. Here's some mandarin ducks. They're beautiful, colorful. And the scarlet abyss. This is a male silver pheasant. Look how beautiful it is. And this is the female. Wow, look at this bird. Look at it. Oh my God, it's beautiful. Wow. So here's another Rosella, and I'm sure Passion is going to have a great time here. He can just fly all day and never have to be in a cage ever again. He can mingle with the other Rosellas, and I'm so excited to go back and visit him, and I will share that video. I hope he remembers me.